Hi, this is Bill for SparkyChannel.com. Today I'd like to introduce you to the Ideal Test Tone Trace VDV kit. VDV stands for Voice Data Video. This is an all-in-one kit for testing and identifying wiring errors in local area networks, telephone, coaxial video, security, and other coax and twisted pair applications. The tester has an LCD screen which displays pass or fail results and notification of wiring errors which require repair. The kit includes an amplifier probe which detects tone signals generated from the VDV unit for cable identification and location. The kit includes two coax patch cables, coax adapters, which are F male to BNC female and F female to BNC female. The BNC connections are for closed circuit TV applications. F male to RCA female, F female to RCA female, and those are for audio-visual applications. Two F81 barrel splices, and those generally are for connecting two coax cables together. Two RJ45 patch cords, two RJ11 patch cords, one RJ11 to alligator clip cable assembly, and a carrying case. First, I'll show you how to use the amplifier probe to check for continuity between some Category 6 cables. Here we have 3 boxes, and each box has Category 6 cable in it. This one has one Category 6 cable which has 4 twisted pairs, and it's a total of 8 wires in this cable. This box has 2 Category 6 cables, and this box has 1 Category 6 cable. And what we're going to need to do is check for continuity. We're going to find out if this cable here is continuous with one of these cables here, and if it's not, then we can also check this one. But let's first check this box and the 2 cables here, see if we can find one that is continuous. We'll be using the VDV tester and the amplifier probe to do this test. So here we have one of the attachments, and it has a RJ11. We're going to go ahead and plug that into the VDV tester, and on the other end you have 2 alligator clips. So the black one goes to a ground, so I'll just hook it right here to this metal box. That's a sufficient ground. Now when checking for continuity, you can look for a pair or a single wire or the whole cable. So I'm going to just do it with one wire. I'll select the orange wire and I'll isolate that. And over here I have the orange wire of this cable isolated and the orange wire of this cable isolated. So now I'm going to go ahead and put the red alligator clip on the orange wire right there, and I'm going to turn this on to tone. I have my pick of different tones. Right now it's set to low. So I'm going to take my amplifier probe and I'm going to first check this cable right here. Okay, and I'll check this one. Okay, you see this one's louder. So this wire is this wire. So this is continuous. This cable right here is continuous with this cable right here. Now I can do it with a different tone. You hold down the tone button for 2 seconds. Okay, now we're on high, low 1. Okay, so we'll try this out. That's what high, low 1 sounds like. You see it's louder right here. So that again indicates that this cable is continuous with this cable. Okay, let's try another tone. Press that for 2 seconds. And we got high, low 2. You see it's louder on this one. So that's 3 for 3, all saying that this cable is continuous with this cable. So I'll press again and we got high. You see it's louder on this cable. So we have found that this cable right here is continuous with this one. Now I'm going to show you how to test a coax cable. This is an F connector, which is a male F connector to male F connector patch coax cable. So we're going to test it to see if it's good. On the VDV multimedia tester, it has an F connector, which is a female F connector, on the top of the tester. So we take our male connector and screw it onto the female like that. Okay, now this is an F81 barrel connector. It's an F, female, female. It's called a barrel connector. And I'm going to take it and screw it into the male F connector. And screw it down like that. And now I'm going to take out the remote out of the VDV multimedia tester. This is called the coax test terminator right here. And this is number 1. I'm going to pull that out. Here's your coax test terminator. I'm just going to put the remote aside for now because we don't need it right now. So this end with the F81 barrel connector, put the coax test terminator on it. It just squeezes on like that. So it's number 1. So now to test it, I'm going to press video. Okay, it passed, and it sees the terminator tester, which is number 1. So it says video pass ID 1. So this coax cable is good. Now I'm going to test out this RJ45 patch cable. And there is an RJ45 jack on the top of the tester. So you take the RJ45 plug and plug it into the jack. And then here's your remote. And there is an RJ45 jack on it as well. So plug the other plug of the patch cable into the remote. And now we're going to press the data button. And here we go. It says there's no shield on this cable. And it is ID number 1, which refers to the remote. And all the pins are lined up with one another. 1 and 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 3, and so forth. So this passes. That means that this cable is good. This is my brand new Category 7 50-foot Ethernet cable, which I'm going to be using to run from my router to my laptop. So it should speed up my uploads and downloads. So the way you test it to make sure it's good before the installation is you take the RJ45 plug and you plug it into the RJ45 jack like that, and then you get the remote and you plug the other end into the remote. Okay, so we're all plugged in, and now we're gonna press data, and it says it is shielded. This Category 7 cable is shielded, and it passes. And ID 1, that's the remote. It sees the remote, and all the pins are lined up with one another. 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4, and so on. So this is a pass. This cable is good to go for my installation, and I always highly recommend testing your cable first, because if you do the whole installation and then find out that it's no good, it just causes you a lot more work. So this cable is good. Now I'm going to test out an RJ11 patch cable, and I will take the RJ11 plug and plug it into the RJ11 jack like that, and then I will plug the other plug into the jack of the remote like that. So now we're going to press voice, because the RJ11 is generally used for voice. And here we have, it says voice reverse. It passed. ID number 1, that's this remote right here. But notice that all the pins are reversed, and that is standard for a telephone cable that goes from a wall outlet to a handset. They are generally reversed. So this is a pass situation. This cable is good. As you can see, this is a very versatile tester. So for my last example, I'm going to test out an RCA cable. So we start out with the F male to female RCA adapter and screw it onto the meter. And then I'm going to take one end of the RCA cable and plug it in. And then I'm going to take the other end of the RCA cable, and this is a female RCA to a female F connector. Just plug it in like that. And now we're going to use the test terminator number 1 and just plug that on right like that. Okay, so now I'm going to turn this on to video. And there it is, video pass and ID number 1. So this RCA cable is good. In conclusion, I feel that this test tone trace VDV kit is very versatile and very useful for many applications. I think it's very thoughtful on the part of Ideal to include the mini adapters. I really like the choice of 4 different tones when using the amplifier probe, and I love the inclusion of the case to organize everything. I'll put a link in my video description for the Ideal Test Tone Trace VDV kit. I'll also put a link for the Ideal VDV2 Pro Tester Kit, which has additional functions such as being able to tell you the distance on a cable to an open or a short. Also, I'll put a link for the Ideal FT45 Modular Crimp Tool. And I'll put a link for the new Category 7 flat Ethernet cable, which offers 10 gigabits per second data speed, enhanced protection from interference, and shielded RJ45 connectors. I'll put links for lengths from 3 foot all the way to 150 feet. Thanks. I hope this video was helpful.